That's why it says wear eye protection. All right, guys, this is looking real nice. We're getting there. Might just leave it like this. It looks kind of cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I paint it? Yeah, I think I will. Paint the whole thing black. That'd be cool. Okay, guys, it's starting to look pretty sweet. We are getting in every little area, nook and cranny, and just trying to get all the dirt that was packed in all these crevices. I mean, I don't know if you remember how this looked, but it was completely covered in grease and dirt, oil, rat's nest, all kinds of junk. And this thing was completely covered with a massive nest. And you can see where it ate into the aluminum. Some of the ammonia from the critter pea got in here and ate away at it. As far as I know, it's a good transmission. Everything seems to be turning and all that stuff. So we won't know for sure until we actually get on the highway and run it through the gears. I'm having fun. This is actually kind of very therapeutic, just going through here and cleaning all this up. And you can see there is a lot of areas to get to, so it takes time. It takes a lot of time. I mean, this is a multi-step process. The first step was just getting it out of the car and then scraping everything off and then pressure washing it multiple times. And now to this stage where we're scraping it, wire wheeling it, and just continuing to dig deeper until we get down to raw steel, which is pretty much where we're at. But there's still a few little areas, believe it or not, after all that still have dirt hiding. There's just so many little areas to get to. So I want to get all this super clean so that the paint will adhere to it and it'll look really nice. Hey guys, the 1965 VW Beetle has a sponsor, and it's air-cooled. Air-cooled makes high-quality drivetrain components for your classic air-cooled Volkswagen. Complete pro-built beams, transaxles, US-made disc brake kits, custom wheels, and a lot more. Go check them out. Scan the QR code below or click on the link in the description. Guys, check them out. Let me know what you think. Let's get back to the video. All right, guys, it's almost ready for paint. We're gonna do one more step. We're gonna take it outside, spray it down with super clean, rinse it off, and hopefully that'll get the little bits of grease and stuff that might be stuck in some corners, just to try to help that epoxy primer attach even better. That way it'll be a really nice, solid, protective coat on there for years to come. We're also gonna do the same thing on the beam. All right, guys, that beam is pretty heavy, believe it or not. I'm gonna hook up the new to me CM hoist. Wow, so nice. That is so cool. Only thing that'd be cooler is if this was wireless. All right, there was not much grease and dirt on there, but if there was a little bit, hopefully we got the rest of it off out of some of those little nooks and crannies, and rinsed it off really good. We're gonna blow it off, let it dry for a while. My new favorite toy. Let's use it to get the beam up on the table and start getting that thing cleaned up, ready for paint. Guys, make sure whatever you're hanging the hoist to can handle the weight of whatever you're picking up. You don't want to pull your roof down. This probably weighs about like this without the shocks and everything on it. I would say probably about 75 pounds. It's kind of heavy. Hey guys, that thing works awesome. So, what are we gonna do to the beam? Well, I was thinking about just painting it like it is right now, but these rubber seals are pretty much gone. So I've ordered some new ones. These are on the way. So I want to get that cleaned up. And these stoppers right here are just completely gone. They're not really doing anything. This one's just about to come off, actually. Look at that. It's original. So I've ordered some new ones. Wolfsburg West makes these. So what we need to do to be able to put the new ones on is we gotta take these arms off, undo these set screws here, and then they should pop out. Let's go ahead and get these set screws off, and we're gonna get all the rest of this dirt off. There's still some dirt on here that's really thick. I mean, this thing was covered too, just like the transmission. It was really nasty. We're getting down to where we need to be, but we got a little bit more to do. Let's get to it. Ooh, there's some golden juice in there. Nice. Hey, that looks pretty good. That grease looks pretty clean. Look at it. It's like a golden color. Looks nice and clean. That's a good sign that there wasn't any leaking. Probably the color the day they put it in there, like a nice golden color. That's neat. We'll probably put some little bit of red grease on there because we got to clean these up. There's a lot of dirt and all the crevices and everything. All right, let's get the other side off. We might need something a little heavier. See if this sledgehammer will help. Well, grease looks nice and clean again. Very nice. Come on, sucker. Put the foot there. Come on, baby. There we go. All right. Yeah. Now, I ordered some new seals. Gonna leave those on for a minute. I'm not sure if they go on a specific way or if there's only one way to put them on. I need to look. Let's get this stopper off here. I think that's what they're called. I can't remember. Now, yeah, these are worn out. Look at that. Those definitely need to be replaced. So we're gonna get this all cleaned up. Well, guys, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. I thought these things felt really tight when they were on the beam, but now that I have them off, I have realized, see that wiggle right there? I don't think they're supposed to wiggle like that, are they? I think that means the bushings in there are worn out. There's a pin, kingpin that goes all the way through here, and then there's brass bushings in there, and they're worn out. I was focused on this part of it, which feels tight, but these do not. Now that it's off the car, there is a lot of wiggle room there. I don't think that is supposed to be like that. I don't know. I've never worked with this particular setup right here on a Beetle. I did Rusty's beam, but it was different than this. And I did the Carmagia beam, and that was different too. Anyway, I don't want to put those back on the car like that. I want to rebuild this, get the kingpin set, and do all that, or get some that have already been done, maybe from air cooled. I'm not sure if that's in the budget yet, but we'll find out. Now I'm concerned about the spring plates. Maybe I should take these out as well and make sure none of them are broken. The top ones, the two top ones and the two bottom ones are supposed to be split like that. They're two small ones. I think that's how the Carmagia was. But yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Anyway, well, that's why you got to take them apart and see what's going on. I mean, that's just part of it. You can't expect these things to be in good condition, especially if they're all original. I mean, people bought these cars and they drove the hell out of them for 10, 15 years. You know, they drove the hell out of them brand new for 5, 6, 7 years, whatever. Then they probably gave them to their kids to go to college, and they drove the hell out of them for a few more years. And then they sat in a field like this one for 40 years. So they were used and abused and put away, and now we're trying to bring them back to life. So anyway, dang it. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna step back from the beam for a minute and get the brake drums cleaned up and get all the dirt off of those. Those have been soaking for a little bit. We got to put these in there and get these all cleaned up. I'm gonna take this old cylinder off first, pull the seals and the bearings out, and I got a couple over here that need to be cleaned up. Those are the worst. These aren't too bad. Yeah, these are bad too. So yeah, I'm gonna get these in there, let them soak, scrub them really good. All that grease has got to come off. We got all new brake parts that we're gonna put on, but we want to get them cleaned up first. So got them in the parts cleaner. We just picked this up. My brother found a friend of his was throwing it out. We picked it up, and it needs to be clean. The pump needs to be clean and everything, but there is a little bit of cleaner in here, and it's working. So I'm just letting it soak at the bottom, and we'll get this thing up and running like it should be soon. But yeah, I'm just gonna put these in here and let them soak. Let me get that cylinder off first and pull those bearings out. Oh, it's hard to get on there. We'll let it soak for a little while. Let's get that cylinder off of there. Well, I guess we'll clean these old back plates and drums and put drum brakes on it for now. The disc brake kit, just not in the budget right now, but maybe. We'll see how it goes. Maybe in a few weeks we'll be able to upgrade them or something. But for now we can just use the original factory equipment, just clean it up. Put some primer on it, some gloss black, make these look real sweet. Woo. A lot of work, guys. But I love it. I love it. I'm having fun. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, please like and comment below. Let me know what you think. And if you're feeling real frisky, you can join the CT gang, the CT membership, and help me out that way too. That'd be awesome. That's the leftover bracket. They're snapped off. The mounts were completely worn out and dry rotted. And I don't know when they snapped off. They might have snapped off 30 years ago. I'm not sure. They were still in the car, but they were covered with grease and kind of packed in there. Now we can get all that junk out of there, get this thing cleaned up really good, scrub it down really good, and wire wheel it and get it ready for paint with all the other stuff that we're gonna paint. I'm gonna try to paint everything that I can all at the same time, including these brackets here for the body stops, sway bar. What else can we paint? The brake drums, the transmission, the front axle, all that stuff. All right, guys, it's looking good. It's cleaning up. Just trying to get all the little, there's just grease and dirt packed in these little cracks. So this thing works great for that. Just kind of pick it out of there and rinse it and keep rinse and repeat, keep doing it until it's all out. Try to make it, you know, as clean as possible. So you put the fresh paint on there, it sticks to it. No one's ever gonna really see it, but it's gonna, at least you know it's nice. I like knowing that everything's as good as it can be. All right, guys, we're knocking off all the old grease and dirt. It takes time. There's multiple stages that you kind of have to go through. Knock off the initial, you know, chunks of grease and dirt, and then go back and clean it again and start getting the more hard to get off stuff. It's a process. So we're gonna keep getting these cleaned up and ready for paint. All right, guys, let's get this beam cleaned up. We're gonna get all the grease and dirt off of these arms and spindles and off of the beam itself. We're gonna pull out the torsion bars, the torsion spring, the spring plates, whatever these damn things are called. Spring plates, torsion bars. We're gonna clean those up, pull them out, inspect them, get this thing clean and ready for paint. All right, we'll let this soak in the parts cleaner for a little while. Get these grease fittings off of here. Zerk, I think they're called. That one came right off. They're not in there very far. Should be able to blow these out, clean them up good, get them to work again. Put them in the parts cleaner. All right. These torsion bars should come out now. I'm going to try to keep the top bars with the top and the bottom bars with the bottom. Don't know if it matters, but that's where they are. I want to try to put them back in the same plot. Try to put them back in the same spot. All right, let's pull them out of there. Hopefully they'll slide right out. Oh yeah. So far. There we go. They are greasy, boy. That grease has been in there since 1960, probably 1964 when they were putting it together. Hey, all right, they look like they're in pretty good shape. They got them lubed up pretty good. All right, I think they're in good shape, guys. Okay, torsion bars are out. There's some roller bearings in here. We gotta get all that grease, get all the old grease and junk out of there, clean everything up really good and see if those bearings are still in good shape. If not, we might have to order some new ones. Hopefully they're still good. We're gonna get all the old grease off of here, get these cleaned up, and we'll put them to the side. We'll mark them top and bottom so we don't mix them up. And they only go in one way because they've got these notches where the set screws go. So they really can only go in one way. But I'm gonna mark which way is the top and which way is the bottom. Not sure if it makes a difference, but all right, we'll get these out of the way and we're gonna get this beam all cleaned up. All right, guys, we're knocking all the old grease off. This is the top, this is the bottom. We're gonna try to keep those, put them back in the same place. And there's a ton of grease. We're gonna try to get all that out of there. We'll flush it out with some parts cleaner and a long brush that I have somewhere around here. I gotta find it. All right, I just marked these top, bottom. Also, I marked that this is the right side. So when they go in, this side, these marks here, where the set screws go in, should be on the right. So they don't get flipped upside down. Not that it's a big deal, I don't think it is, but try to keep it consistent like it was out of the factory. All right, let's get this beam in the parts cleaner. Try to get all that grease out of there. Summertime. It's been coming down pretty heavy. Perfect time to clean parts. Guys, having trouble putting your gloves on? Try some baby powder. Baby powder softens up your hands and makes things smooth. Gloves will slide right on. Perfect for washing parts and other things. Not just for babies. I picked this up last year when I was doing the Carmen Ghia beam. It worked out really good for this. It just takes patience. Don't breathe the baby powder. Just scooping up the parts cleaner. Getting lubed up. Lay the brush down in the parts cleaner. Get it lubed up. And go down. It goes past the halfway point. It's a splash zone, guys, so where's my protection? Don't wear your good clothes doing this. I'm getting there. Flip this over. Feel the grease. It pulls the grease right out of there. Big chunks of it. Works really good. You just have to have something to scrape this off on. A piece of cardboard or scrape the grease off, get it clean, and go back in. I'm actually just scraping it on the ledge in here. It's working pretty good. The ledge off. I got a little ledge in there. I'm just scraping it all off on that ledge and then wipe it up with this rag. It's working pretty good. It's raining, guys, so sorry about the noise. We got a tin roof here and it's loud when it's raining. But it's perfect for cleaning parts right now. I love it. Cools off a little bit. Get a nice breeze coming through the shop. It's messy, guys. This is pretty bad. That is just insane. Look at the size of that nest. We gotta get all this stuff off. It's pretty nasty. Yeah, it's bad. Real bad.